Please, I want people to put a hand up. If you know a family member, a relative, a friend who has been tortured by the Chinese government over the last 70 years of oppression, please put up your hand if you know someone who's been tortured by the Chinese government. Let the cameras, let those filming show. Every single Tibetan here has put their hand up. I know a family member, a relative, a friend tortured by the Chinese dictatorship over the past 70 years. Please, put your hand up if you have a family member or a friend, someone you love who has been taken away from you or killed, disappeared by the Chinese Communist Party over the past 73 years of invasion and occupation. Put your hand up. Let the record state, every single Tibetan here, 500 people, to the Chinese Communist Party, murder, rape, torture. This is what the Chinese Communist Party has perpetrated on the Tibetan people. The Tibetan people have been invaded, they've been occupied, they've been colonized by the Chinese Communist Party. This colonization, this murder, this torture, it continues to the present day. So many people here have lost loved ones to the Chinese Communist Party. Oh, yes, of course. My friend will interpret. Thank you. So for 73 years, the Chinese government has perpetrated imperialism upon the Tibetan people. This is imperialism. This is colonization. The Chinese government stole the Tibetan people's land. The Chinese government has tried to destroy the Tibetan people's culture, the Tibetan people's religion. For 73 years, Buddhists have been persecuted in Tibet. For 73 years, the persecution is ongoing. The Buddhist monasteries have been destroyed. Priceless cultural heritage that should be recognized as some of the most beautiful artworks that have ever been created by human beings. That Holiness the Dalai Lama in December. It was the greatest honor of my life. Why must the Tibetan people suffer so much? Why must they endure so much pain? Why? Why does the world forget the Tibetan people's plight? The Dalai Lama has fought for compassion and non-violence at the Tibetan people for 70 years. And people jump at the first chance they get to smear him and attack him and lie about him. We've got to say shame. We've got to say shame on all the people who've lied about the Dalai Lama, whether it be people like Louis Spears, Chinese Communist Party propagandists like Daniel Dumdru, you know, massive media corporations like Sky News. You've got people lying about the Dalai Lama, using their platforms to lie and attack the Tibetan people when they're already suffering so much. We've just got to say shame. Please repeat after me. Shame! 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 Please repeat after me. Free Tibet! 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 When I met His Holiness the Dalai Lama in December, it was very clear this was such a pure person, someone with a very pure heart. He told me, do not hate the CCP, do not hate the oppressor, do not hate those who are persecuting us. And it's hard for me. I'm not enlightened like him. As a human being, not to hate the Chinese Communist Party. These are the people responsible for the torture, the murder, the persecution of the family members of so many people in this crowd today. So it's hard for me not to hate them. But His Holiness is a very enlightened person. He's a very enlightened being. And he tells us, do not hate your oppressor, do not hate the Chinese Communist Party.
나는 너 미지 미찬네 아니 얘기 가나 마서 통과라 폰도 마서 색색도 빼갖고네 아 여기 보너서도 얘네 근데 거기 방송도에서는 얘네 보너서도 요만해 장님들 제고 제가 제고 그래서 예체도 빼갖고네
persecutors, the oppressors, it's hard. But we've got to keep, but even though we strive to keep hatred from our hearts, we must never stop striving for greater justice, never stop striving for freedom, striving to oppose the oppressor. We stand for the truth.
언제도 너네 내가 말서 보고는 폰도 방서대 갖고 있는 있나 이 폰도도 판 샤지 폰도 방서대 갖고 있는 있나요 먼저 당대의 제도 저에 대해 당대의 제도 타비에 이 모든 제도를 먼저 내 당대의 제도 타비에 다 자신을 지금 말해서 먼저 미지의 칸이 내가 말서 보고가 하나님의 있는 갖고 있는 폰도 방서대 갖고 있다
If you fear for your family members in Tibet, please put up a hand if you miss them, if you miss your homeland. See, the Tibetan people just want the same things as everyone else. They want to be free from persecution, free from torture, free to practice their religion in peace, free to be with their loved ones in peace. The Communist Party deny the Tibetan people such a basic demand, the demand for dignity, the demand to live with peace and justice. Why do they deny such basic requests? Not speak up for the Tibetans to a greater degree? Why are they silent right now? Why are the Australian government standing by? Why does the American government stand by while the Tibetan people are facing genocide? We know that for 73 years the Chinese Communist Party, the Chinese government says that it liberated the Tibetan people. Yes or no? I want the crowd to tell me yes or no. Did the Chinese government free the Tibetan people? No. Did you want the Chinese government to come to Tibet? No. Did you want China to bring you so-called freedom? No. Do you need Chinese colonization? No. Does Tibet need China? No. Does Tibet want to be a part of China? No. Does Tibet want freedom? Yes. Do you want freedom? Yes. Do you want to go back to your home and see your family members? Yes. Do you want peace? Yes. Do you want love and compassion? Yes. Thank you. Free Tibet! 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 China out! China out! China out! China out! Free Tibet! Free Tibet! Free Tibet! Free Tibet! Free Tibet! Free Tibet! Again, just tell us, yes or no. Did China bring freedom to Tibet? No! Did you want China to come to Tibet? No! Did China liberate the Tibetan people as they say? No! Do you believe Chinese government propaganda about Tibet? No! Thank you. I think it's quite obvious. I think we all know that the Chinese government's lying. Yes or no? Yes. They're lying. Stop the lies. Stop the lies. Stop the lies. Thank you. They say they brought freedom. They say they brought freedom. If they brought freedom, why have hundreds of Tibetans burned themselves alive over the last couple of years? That's not freedom. Long life! Chinese Communist Party propaganda. Every single person here